Hi guys, and welcome to the Real Madrid versus Mallorca stream. I just got back from football training, so I just got all showered up and nice and ready for this stream. And yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully, Real can continue the form of the previous games. Last game was actually very good. And maybe we can score a couple of goals here. Of course, the starting lineup will include Vinicius, Mbappe, and Mastantuono as the forwards. Let's get onto the right scene and get started. Doing the vertical stream here today, which is a W, and then for Twitch, I'm doing it like the long ways. But, I'm ready for it. And the kickoff has just begun now. I'll read the lineups as we go on. Sorry for the messy, wet-looking hair. Of course, I just, as I said before, got my shower from the football training. So let's read out the lineups here. So Courtois starts as the goalkeeper for Real. Carreras, DinoDoomz, Militao, and Trent start as the back line. Of course, Carvajal not starting this time, and Trent replacing him. Rudiger also on the bench now. Arda Güler, Tchouaméni, and Valverde will be in the midfield. And then we have Vinicius, Kylian, and Mastantuono, Eminem, as the forwards. For Mallorca, we have Roman as the goalkeeper. We have Morey, Valion, Reylo, Kumbula, and Lato as the defense. We have Morlanes, Darder, and Torre as the midfield. And then we have Josef and Mariki as the forwards. So again, this Real Madrid side is, coming off a bit of a change from last time. We did have a slightly different setup last time out. Of course, mainly the back line was different with Carvajal and Rudiger in that back line. Rodrigo was instead of Vinicius, but I do think that it doesn't really matter. We are going to get the W here. I am pretty confident in doing so, getting this one done. Surprised Trent didn't get called up, to the England national team. Surprised on that. I mean, not really in a sense because he hasn't been the best, but, I would have thought he was a must call just to strengthen that right back slot, but is what it is. Thomas Tuchel just trying stuff for the qualifiers. I'm sure, maybe Trent needs some time training with the team to get back into form, and then he can come up for the, closer to the World Cup, I feel. This is now going to be Mallorca with the ball. Lato is just going to pass back to Kumbula. And it is going to be Kumbula holding up some possession here. Of course, Mallorca will try and play very possessive, playing, with a back five instead of, more of a attacking formation here, like Real Madrid have gone for a classic, 4-3-3, Mallorca 5-3-2. So, yeah, it really is about keeping possession at the Bernabeu. There could be a possible goal here. Unfortunately, it looks like that Mastantuono sort of just fumbled the ball there. When he had it, he was passed it really nicely off to the side there by Kylian, but yeah, Mastantuono does fumble that one. Eminem, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, Eminem? But yeah, this is going to be a throw-in now for Real Madrid, I think. Yeah, Real Madrid take the throw-in there. It's going to be back with DinoDoomz. Now over to Alvaro Carreras. Now Vinicius has the ball. We should get a couple of goals here. I'd love to see, a big scoreline, maybe a 3-0, 4-0 as well. Coming off the back of, as well, the Al Nassr watch-along that we just did the other day where we got that, big 5-0 score, which is, W's. We'll see more of that, please, on the channel. This is Mastantuono. Mbappe now pressing forward. He gives a cross. Very good cross by Mbappe. Trying to find Arda Güler. It's touched by Carreras. Now over to Vinicius. Hi, Nikita. What's my height? Not too sure because I don't really measure it too much. Wow, that was a very wild shot by Tchouaméni. I don't really measure, but, I think very close to 6 foot. Very close, if not 6 foot. Like, just around there. I'm pretty tall. But, yeah. And also, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a nice day. Good back heel as well by Mbappe there. Of course, you guys can ask me any questions you want. I'll try and answer it. I mean, personally, I don't measure my height too much. I just sort of just do stuff, Don't know if that makes sense or not. This is now going to be with Reylo. Now over to Morey. Morey is pressing up the field. They are going kind of, very pushy here. Mallorca, which is, what they need to do early on, then settle in with the defense. They're still always keeping a couple of people at the back. Hi, Alexa. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Love the CR7 profile picture as well. Whenever you come on, I always see it as just like a soo in myself. And hi, Michael TBG. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good as well. Yeah, this game is a W. And again, sorry guys about the wet hair. I just got back from my own football training. I scored a couple of goals, scored a header as well today. And yeah, now I'm just, all showered up and nice and clean for this one. And this is now going to be Orelo over to Valiant. Valiant now to Morlane. And hi, CDF. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. And they are doing good possession switch, Mallorca. I think our defense is pretty good. I mean, we haven't conceded a goal yet in the, the new season. So hopefully we can continue with that. Congrats on the goals. Thank you, CDF. Appreciate that. It's just, I'm just doing my job, as Felix said yesterday. No, it was actually fun. This is now Chouameni over to Dean Huijsen. Now Carreras pushing forward. It's now going to be with Vinicius. And he skills past. Oh, brilliant skill by Vinny. Does a couple of step overs there. Just finds some space. Crosses back to Carreras. Now to Vinicius. Let's see what Vinny can do. Come on, push in. And he does do a cross. It is defended by the goalkeeper because it was sort of a mini deflection. Mbappe goal. Yeah, hopefully we can see a Mbappe goal. I mean, I don't know if I'm behind here and you actually, Mbappe has scored. But, I'd love to see Mbappe scoring again because, Mbappe, I feel like, is going to have a very, very strong season. Not just in the league, I think in, the World Cup and everything. Oh, Mbappe actually might score here. Yeah, he does. Okay, Mbappe scores. Great. Behind by about 5 seconds, but who cares? Kylian, always at it, and it is an Mbappe goal. Trent assists there as well. Trent, get back on form, my guy. You've done something amazing here. Let's continue that throughout the game, please. Brilliant assist by Trent. Mbappe giving him a big hug there as well. What a goal. One actual goal there as well. He's doing this Selly again. That must be the new Sally this season. It's going to become super toxic as well if he just does that every time he scores. That would be a super toxic Sally. Mbappe, yeah, onside there. Just checking. Trent does a brilliant cross and then amazing finish. Amazing. Yeah, what a cross by Trent. That's almost better than the goal itself. I think that's better than the goal. I mean, Mbappe does a nice finish there. Second time volley. Goalkeeper, it does actually dive the right way, but, it's this middle cross into the middle right side of the goal there. No real stop for the keeper. It's too fast. Drops down as well. Has a lot of pace on it. And the referee has stopped the ball here. He's blown the whistle. I don't know what he's blown for. Is that actually called offside? I think they called... Okay. I think the referee's called offside here. Referee called offside for the goal. Great. Not an offside goal. Called offside. Outstanding refereeing right there, by the way, guys. That is... Round of applause for this referee. He literally just called an onside goal offside. Can the referee just, use his brain for once? Can these refs use their brain in La Liga? I swear. The La Liga refs are actually worse than the Saudi Pro League refs. It's actually insane. Why are they denying the goal? Exactly. Why are they? It's an onside goal. Okay. We really just be denying any types of goals now in La Liga. What the heck is that? That is an insane referee call there, by the way. Onside goal. Onside. Didn't think I'd have to do this today, by the way, guys. Complain at the refs, but I mean, come on. They make it so hard not to complain. And hi, Not So Chap. You're finally back. You're sorry that you didn't talk in the last few days. You're at your friend's house and now school's coming Monday. Yeah, I see. In English would be year 12. Oh, I see. Yeah. You'll still watch the streams, probably? Yeah, no problem. I'll also make the streams later, like at this time, and then maybe later than that as well. I'll start doing that because I know a lot of you guys are, getting back from school when I start the earlier streams. And, it's hard for you guys to come on, so I will start doing the streams later. Unfortunately, for football streams, I can't really decide when to do them. Football decides itself. But usually the games are late. We'll try and stream every single Champions League game, by the way, this season. Feel like all the referees don't like Madrid. I mean, yeah, this is how La Liga refs are, to be honest. I mean, it's been like this for forever. What a terrible decision. I can't even get over it. Valiant clears. It's now going to be a throw in here. Taken quickly by Carreras. Chouameni. Now over to Trent. Mastantuono now. Eminem is pacing up the field, and he just completely loses the ball. That was a terrible play by Mastantuono. Don't know what he's doing exactly. They all pay Barca refs. I mean, what we've seen so far in the league campaign, wouldn't be surprised, really. And Trent going for another amazing cross to Mbappe. Please finish this time. Let's get a goal here. Just hits the side netting. That one was onside as well. What an insane shot. And hi, Retin. Welcome to the stream. And Madrid fan crying like always. I mean, I'm not really crying. It's just, I'm surprised that they called an onside goal offside. But, is what it is. We'll still win the game. Also, I hope you're doing well, Retin. And you'll focus a lot on school, by the way. Yeah, no problem, Sachap. Of course, that's so important, School is very important. So if you're at school, guys, focus on that. That is a big importance, getting through school and stuff. And you'll go, no problem. Hope to see you in the upcoming stream tomorrow. Of course, the bottle flips 10 in a row, which is going to take me absolutely forever. So, yeah, I can't wait for that one. Don't know why I set that challenge. Darder. He's pressing upfield. A nice little tackle there by Trent. And now it's going to be paced upfield now again. This time with Arda Güler finding a pass through to VINI. He tries to outpace the right back More, but he does do a nice little defense there. VINI giving a cross. Nice touch by Valverde. Mastantuono, he really should have one-touch shot that. Passes over to Trent, though. Trent gives a cross. And Mbappe collects as well. But in fairness, Barca were actually proven to be paying rest for 8 years, so not really crying. I mean, yeah. Yeah, definitely can agree there. Scoreline probably Madrid 4-1, and they take the win. Yeah, I do think we'll get the win here. I would love to not concede, keep up the no concessions in the league so far. I mean, make Xabi Alonso get another achievement. Unbeaten at Leverkusen, no goals conceded at Madrid. I mean, it's basically going to be impossible to do that, but imagine. Best season of all time. Trent to Mastantuono. This is now going to be with Carreras, VINI. VINI gives a cross, and it's more of a shot, actually. It was not a really good one as well. Easy collection there from Roman. Let's have a look here. Let's see how they dictated this one as offside. We're just going to see on the replay here. Offside. Absolutely not. Absolutely not offside there. Yeah. They've tried to make it look offside. It's not. Okay. It doesn't matter. VINI. This is now going to be back to Tchouaméni. Now over to Valverde. Pass to Trent. Trent to Eminem. Eminem now over to Arda Güler. Back to Mastantuono. Bad cross. Mastantuono so far, I've got to say it right now, he's not really doing well. He was brilliant last game. When he came on last game, very good. A lot of pressing, a lot of possession play. He was really finding gaps and spaces. This game, maybe the pressure of starting a game, maybe too much for him. He's not really doing well. Especially at the Bernabeu, maybe that's why. I don't know. The atmosphere too tense for him. At the moment, he's not looking the best. I will say that. Not looking the best. And a pass from Veillon to Reylo. Gives a deep cross. Collected there. Nice and easy by Tchouaméni. Mbappe heavy touch. If he just touched that a little bit lighter, it would have been much more fine. Hoyson, nice marking there. Militao going to clean up. Militao to Valverde. Now over to Mastantuono. Now to Valverde again. Tchouaméni. Now over to Hoyson. VINI. Carreras overlapping. VINI passes to Carreras. Back to VINI. Now back to Arda Güler. Now Carreras. Arda Güler. And losing the ball now, it's going to be with More. And deep cross, touch nice and easy by Tchouaméni, I think. No, sorry, Militao. Now it's with Tchouaméni. They have to change the offside rule because what was that? Exactly. What was that? I mean, it's not even really... The frame as well, it's so subjective based on the frame. Like, you can pick 2 frames earlier and it would be onside based on that image. Or 2 frames later, it would be far offside. I mean, it doesn't really make sense how they're selecting it. Nonsense is what it was. Yeah, I mean, it really is. We can still score here. We don't need, that goal. We're just too good. What would be a real annoyance is if they go and win this game 1-0 or something stupid, then it really does matter. But at the moment, I think we're confident enough to maybe still score 3-4 goals, you know. Carreras, nice mop up there. It's going to be now with DinoDoomz. Now it's with Carreras, Tchouaméni. Now Valverde. And Trent. Now to Mastantuono. Mbappe. Mbappe to Trent. That was a good play by Mbappe. And then Trent passing to absolutely no one. Good job, Trent. Well done. And this is now going to be with Darder. And Darder is going to pass over to Morlane. And now over to Josef. And DinoDoomz cleans up. It was too far of a pass there for him to really reach there. Josef. Is it Joseph or is it Josef? I don't know. Let's see where he's from. He's from Spain, so it's probably Josef, I would say. VINI. Tchouaméni. Now to Valverde. And now Trent. Pass over to Arda. Deep cross, not great. Arda needed to really keep that a little bit lower. I feel like, you know, so far our gameplay has been much different, though. If you compare the Club World Cup opening game to, you know, the gameplay now, I feel like that our gameplay has been very good. It's been very build-up. Nice gameplay, 1-2 passing. And then you do the cross into the box, usually finding the head of, you know, Mbappe. And then in the corners, you're finding the defenders' heads. And then, you know, the long balls out the back as well. Hoyson doing nice ground passes that, you know, breach through the defense, basically, of the other team. It's really, you know, a very fluent style of gameplay that Xabi Alonso brings. And personally, I enjoy it more than Don Carlos because I feel like it's more structured. You know, you're not just relying on player creativity. And let's see, but whatever Madrid can steal, win even if the referees play against them. Hala Madrid, exactly. If the referees are playing against us, it doesn't matter. We'll still win regardless. We've done it before. Hala Madrid and W's. And hi, Sama. Welcome to the stream. Where am I from? Korean? I'm not Korean. I don't know if you're saying that you are, but I'm not personally. I'm originally from Australia. Currently lived in Saudi, you know, now for 9 years. Just about, so, you know, lived here basically half my life, maybe a little bit longer. And yeah, guess see Cristiano all the time. We're watching Real Madrid now. This is now going to be with, I think that's Leto, gives a cross trying to find Moriki. And hi, Bahati, welcome to the stream as well. Hope you're doing good. And you're from Zimbabwe. Okay. Okay, W's, you know. International diversity is the best. This is going to be a corner from Mallorca. And it looks like it's going to be... Who is taking this one? Torre, I think. Torre taking the corner. Deep cross. There's a header. And it's a goal for Mallorca. Okay, so there goes the no concessions in games. Yeah, good job, guys. Good job, you know... Referee really helped you out there with that one. Okay, you know, bounce back. Come on, guys. We can bounce back. 1-0. It's only one goal. We're at the Bernabeu. We've done, you know, bigger remontadas. Yeah, 4-1. You know, that was the prediction. Prediction 4-1 from you, Alexa. So, I mean, you know, most likely can come true now. And it was a goal, of course, by Moriki. So, well done to him. I guess he did a very good header there. Nice, you know, assist from... who did the corner there? I think that was Torre. Yeah, Torre did the corner. And then good header from Moriki to put Mallorca up in the lead. But is what it is. We'll get a goal back. I think halftime it'll be 2-1. I do think that's going to be the halftime score. And then we get, you know, a couple more in the second half. 2 in the second half. We can't afford to drop points, though. I will say that. So, you know, regardless of what the score is, I don't care if it's 2, we score a pen in the 90th or whatever. If we get a 2-1, I'm fine with it. We just need to get points here. 3 points. All we need. I'm not focusing on the big, you know, the goal difference at the moment. Just getting points against these teams is all we need to do. And Mallorca currently controlling possession, which isn't great because they've been sort of actually very dominant in possession, for most of this game. Like, if we have a look at the stats here, they've actually had 41% possession, and they've got actually quite a fair bit of passes strung together. I think it's over 100 passes. That's almost as better as our stats, which isn't great. Shows that they're actually starting to, really equalize with us in terms of control of this game. We can't allow that. I feel like maybe at halftime changing Mastantuono for Rodrigo would be a good choice, because Mastantuono has not been doing great so far. It's not been much time. It's the 20th minute, but he so far has not performed. Let's go for the remontada. Wrong spelling, no problem. Remontada, in any spelling form, we know what it means, and we're going to get it done here. Easy 4-1. This is going to be a 4-1. Now, where I'll get worried is if it becomes 2-0. That's where I'm going to get worried. Because, that means that we actually need to start, locking in, trying to get at least a draw. And hi, Michael. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. I don't know why we always suffer against this Mallorca team. Yeah, I mean, it really is. I feel like we always suffer against this team, and it's not great how this team really bullies us. And, I mean, the goal cancellation before did hinder us. It was clearly a goal. It should have been 1-1, if anything, now. But, again, good set piece. No real defense on Mariki there. He just finds the net. Courtois can't dive to it because, there's no... I mean, how are you supposed to predict that? There's a bunch of bodies in the way. We need to get a goal, a couple of minutes into, after conceding there. That was a good cross by Trent, just intercepted. Trent, so far this game, my goodness, every time he gets the ball, I want him to, give a cross because he's doing such a good job on them. Militao supposedly did a foul there on Mariki. Yeah, it's a foul. It is a foul. Just studs on Mariki's foot there as he clears the ball. And 1-0. Yeah, I know 1-0 is not the best. 1-0. Especially, we need as many points as possible early season. I feel like if we can get, about a win streak of about 10 wins, give us a little bit of a comfortable win streak at the start of the season. I feel like that Barca can maybe lose 1 in their next 10. I mean, it's definitely going to be a challenge for them to lose. But I do think that one of these other teams can get it done. And Trent now with the ball. Passing over to Mastantuono. Xabi Alonso telling an overlap there for Valverde into right wing. Mastantuono gives a very good cross over to Carreras. Is touched by VINI, however, because there was a little bit of a header there from, who is that, More. It's now going to be with Ardaguler. Tchouameni trying to find Mbappe, and does not find anyone. Sorry, trying to find Mastantuono. You played Roblox because new update for Steal Brain Rot. I see. And what time is it for me? It's 11 p.m. 11 p.m. Just got back from football training as well. Like, that's why my hair looks a bit wet. Just had a shower. Trent. So now with Mbappe. Over to VINI. Come on, let's just cross it in, please, VINI. Good cross. There's a ground shot, and it's a catch there from Roman. No real threat on Roman there. He does do a nice shot there, VINI. It does Meg, I think. Who does it not Meg? Darrer. But yeah, easy catch. After this game, I'm going straight to sleep, by the way. I'm, like, absolutely tired. And also the bottle flip challenge tomorrow. I need to get as much energy as possible for that one because that one might take forever. I don't know how long do you guys think it will take for me to do 10 in a row, 10 bottle flips in a row? Personally, I think 5 hours minimum. You're a little good, but you don't do training? Oh, I see. You just play matches, do you, Michael? This is a crossover to Leto again. Now back to Torre, the assister. Torre finds a good pass to Mariki again, but he just misses. That could be in the second there. That is very risky play from Real not to mark Mariki on that passing lane. Torre is doing such a good job of setting up these, easy chances for Mariki. It's a corner again. Let's not concede to the corner this time. Let's not do that. So there will be a cross into the box. Okay. And there's going to be a deep cross by Torre. Punched away by Courtois. I think his fist reached that. Mallorca actually looks dangerous. I know. They're actually looking very good. That link up between Torre, Morlanes, Mariki, it's looking brilliant. And it really is something that Real Madrid should be careful of, I think, because, to be honest, especially Torre, he's like absolutely ruining the defense currently. He's just finding pass after pass after pass. Also, the cameraman delayed there with moving the camera down the field. There's a deep shot by Valverde, just missing. Oh, it was Mastantuono. I mean, my screen's so blurry and my eyes are like just dead. I can't even see him. Looked like Valverde's old hair, but yeah, Mastantuono gets a deflection there. It should be a corner. I don't know if it's given. Who do I think will win the Ballon d'Or? I think Dembele is going to win it. Goal kick. Oh my goodness. The referee just gave a goal kick for a corner. Oh my God. What a decision by the referee. Give this guy a round of applause for trying to help Mallorca win this game, by the way. Clear deflection as broad as day, by the way. What an insane referee decision. Number 2 of the game as well. Trying to ruin us. There's going to be a card coming out here for Gulo, most likely. What a poor referee decision that was. My God. Trent just doing an absolute fumble as well with the touch. Josef just gets the ball. And then, yeah, Ardagula does an unnecessary tackle. Really wasn't, probably the worst tackle to do there. Slide tackle. When you're behind the guy and there's no real, way you're going to reach the ball. It's going to be a possible shot by Torre. What do I think of the Real Madrid UCL drawings? That we got the blunt of the stick along with PSG. We and PSG both got insane teams to verse. I mean, we got a little bit of easy teams at the end, so we should get, at least into the playoffs. But honestly, we got a couple of hard ones. Man City, Liverpool, why are we getting them? Did we get Juventus as well? We got another big team too. And then, of course, Barca gets about 5 easy teams. Like, obviously, they're going to qualify now. They're like versing, just whatever teams. Yeah. And then PSG, my goodness, their fixtures are insane. PSG going to have a hard time. When am I going to play Roblox? Probably not today because, it's very late, and not tomorrow because I'm doing the bottle flip stream. Maybe the next day. I'll have to see because I haven't done Deltarune in a fair bit as well. Xabi Alonso clapping his men to continue playing. And Sunday? No, not Sunday, because that is the bottle flip thing tomorrow. That is. This is now going to be with Valverde winning the ball back from the throw-in. Mastantuono, and there should be a foul here, but the referee decides to play on. I mean, I can't really see it because that was a little bit blurry there. But I feel like there might have been a foul. We'll have a look at the end on the replay. Yeah, no foul. Mastantuono just dives a little bit there. And Roman gets the ball and just deep kicks that down the field. Dean Huynsson does do clear foul, you're saying? I mean, I can't really see it too much. Oh, this one. This one might be a clear foul. Don't know if you're talking about the Mastantuono one there, Alexa, or this one. But this one, I'll have to see on the replay. Oh, that one. Well, Arda's definitely, put his elbow on his face. The Mastantuono one maybe actually was a foul now thinking about it because he lifts his boot up, he kicks the ball away, and then the guy goes like that on him. So I guess maybe so. I mean, I couldn't really see it too much well. It probably was, referee's just going at it today, isn't he? Showing Rodrigo on the bench here on the cam. Leave Rodrigo alone, camera people. Like, what are they doing? Just showing him all the time on the camera. Like, that guy honestly must feel just so much pressure when the camera comes on his face. It's like, just leave me alone, please. This is now going to be Leito, Kumbula. Now over to Orelo. Morey. And now it's going to be with Morlanes. Morey. Heavy touch by Josef. And it's a run now for VINI. Please keep it in, VINI, you do. Nice bridge skill. Come on. Come on, guys. Good pass by VINI and is cleared out by Kumbula. It's still in the box, though, with Kylian. Now, let's see what Mbappe can do. He does a little skill. Passes back to Valverde. Valverde over to Arda. Now to Trent. Come on, they're playing very defensive, by the way, as well. This is insane defensive gameplay from them. Mastantuono pulled down the box. They're saying that's a foul. The referee just ignores it. He actually gives them advantage as well. Rodrigo is actually underrated. Yeah, he's insanely underrated, Rodrigo. I actually would put him on halftime instead of Mastantuono, because Mastantuono is not doing a good job right now. He really is, I think, not the best option to start. I do think it would be better if, we started Rodrigo. VINI receiving a ball from Valverde. VINI passing into Mbappe. Mbappe should have done a switch touch over to Valverde. Must have been Arda actually did the pass there. And Roman, the goalkeeper, fumbles, but he's going to time waste here and just walk forward towards the ball there. Who did this pass over to VINI? I think it was either Valverde or Arda. I couldn't really see. Tchouaméni with that deep shot. Was it? Yeah, it was Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni does a deep shot there. It just fumbles off the goalkeeper. Dean Hoyinson. By the way, guys, if I say a wrong player, it's just because, again, my screen is super blurry. So, that's probably why. VINI. Tchouaméni. Now to Carreras. Tchouaméni. If we win this game, it's going to be a miracle. I mean, yeah, they're playing Park the Bus now. I mean, what do we do here? It's so frustrating to verse these types of teams, I swear, because they don't even try. They get the one set-piece goal, and then they just go and sit back the whole game. It's like, come on. Like, actually play some football. Like, they don't even want to play football. They're just, just sitting there. At the start, at least it was a little bit easier because they were actually trying to push. But when they got the goal, it's now just play. Park the bus. Oh, Mbappe takes a little bit of a rocket outside the box there, but it does go wide. That's what I think we need to do. We need to start just shooting. Just shoot. Hopefully the goalkeeper can't save one of those, and we get, a goal from it. Especially like that Tchouaméni one. That's the type of goal I think we can achieve, especially with this goalkeeper, Roman, in goal. This is a cooling break currently. Hope halftime doesn't come before Madrid get a goal. Yeah, hopefully we do equalize before halftime. That would be optimal. During halftime, I think the subs that need to be made so far will be Mastantuono coming off for Rodrigo. I do think as well we will need to sub on... Let me see. Sub on Brahim instead of Tchouaméni, maybe. Yeah, Brahim instead of Tchouaméni. We need to bring on another attacker. Strengthen the attack a little bit. And then maybe Rudiger for Militao, just to rotate players at the back. Fran Garcia for Carreras near the end, possibly, or Carvajal coming on near the end as well. I do think they're the possibilities to occur. Most likely Rodrigo will come on. But yeah, currently the best player for me, personally, in this game has been Trent. He's been very good. He did do one small mistake before, which of course led to their free kick. They didn't score from it, luckily. But he's been doing amazing. The crosses have been insanely good. He heard about the England call-up that he didn't get picked, and then he decided to actually, lock in and start performing like the player we bought from Liverpool. I hate it when teams park the bus. Yeah, I know. It's so... That's why I didn't want them to score early on. I thought, if anything, just let them score later. But when they score early on, these teams are so frustrating to play against because, they really don't try and play. They just sit, 10 guys at the back, 9 guys at the back, 1 guy at the front, and the goalkeeper. And then it's just at the end there, just boot the ball down. Their goal, by the way, brilliant, though. I got to say, it really is good positioning from Mariki to, find Torres' cross. There was actually a dud in there, I think, from Josef as well. He does like a dud run, and then Torres cross finds the back post where it's all free. Mariki just does a header, and yeah, it goes in. Mbappe just talking with the referee, by the way, as well, here. About 10 minutes until we see how much extra time there is. I do think there'll be about 4 minutes additional time, so it'll be, 49 minutes in total of this half. Hate the fact that we always concede goals from corners, yet we can't make one. I know. It really is just annoying. It's always a set-piece goal. as well. It always is one. Or it's a very fast breakaway near the end of the game that we concede to. It's actually very similar to Al Nassr, to be honest, when I'm watching Al Nassr, and they play the same, where they concede to set pieces and, fast breaks only. If we can clean that sort of stuff up, have a defender that's strong in the box presence has to be strong. Brilliant cross by Trent to Mbappe, just doesn't find him in the end there because there's some good defense from Valiant and Reylo. Again, Trent is looking fire in this game. Trent is looking crazy. Tchouameni. Sorry, Militao. Carreras. VINI. And VINI passing to absolutely no one, and that is going to be cleared away by the defense. Morey. It's now going to be cleaned up by DinoDoomz. And now Militao. Trent. I can't actually remember the last time we've scored from a corner. I really can't. We barely do it because we don't have box presence. Again, that's something. We need a defender that has box presence. I think Rudiger's the closest to that, but I mean, it used to be Ramos, Ramos used to be that defender with box presence. We don't have that anymore. That sort of Ramos player. This is now to Trent from Tchouameni. Now it's going to be Mastantuono. Trent does do the overlap. Good pass finding Valverde there. He does win a corner. We've actually won a corner here, which is great. Mastantuono just telling Trent something. I think Mastantuono is going to take the corner this time. He's going to do a 1-2 with Trent, maybe. Yeah, he's going to do a 1-2 here. So Mastantuono did tell Trent to do a 1-2 here. Let's see if maybe his idea worked. Deep back post cross, and there's a goal from the corner. Let's go. We actually did a corner setup as we were saying it. DinoDoomz scores. That is onside. Don't take that one away from us, referee, you absolute fool. He's probably going to check it on VAR as well, the guy. That is a goal. DinoDoomz, box presence. I mean, we're saying we don't have one with box presence. DinoDoomz shows up. As I say that, I mean, I'm like the curse of stating facts, because I swear every time I'm always proven wrong somehow. And yeah, deep cross and just a nice little header. And hi, Louis Cochal 98X to the welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. And link, please. You can't watch off a link, of course. You have to watch on the official channel, which is BN Sports, or La Liga TV, or I think there's some other ones like. Is there like a UK La Liga channel? I don't know. Also, I'm so tired, bro. My football game went on for like, I was playing an hour and 30 minutes of match. It was actually insane. All in a row, no breaks. No breaks or anything. And this is going to be, I think that's VINI. Takes the shot. It's a goal. Oh my goodness. 2-1. VINI. Absolute insane gameplay. See how they do that? This is what happens. So when you score against this team, suddenly no park the bus anymore. We don't park the bus when we concede. And then VINI goes and scores 2-1. They're not going to park the bus anymore, this team, are they? 2-1 before halftime. Everyone holla Madrid in the chat. Let's go. Let's actually go and actually seen, some good gameplay here. Of course, VINI gets a goal. Arda Güler actually gets a goal. It must have been the corner goal, so Joinson must have assisted, I think, that one. And yeah, brilliant goal from Vinicius. 2-1 now. And hi, Issa, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. So let's see this gameplay here. So Valverde does a nice little steal off of Carreras. Good pass over to Vinicius, and then we see a run-up. And yeah, he just takes a nice little dud, hits it on the left foot, goes back post, and that's why VINI is getting back on form. And yeah, it has been a minute, Issa. Hope you're doing good as well. I think they should have started Rodrigo for Eminem, because just because you perform one good match doesn't mean you're the best. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Rodrigo should have started over Mastantuono. Maybe Xabi Alonso still giving some stuff a try for the start of the season. But yeah, definitely I feel like that Rodrigo would be a better selection. Mastantuono performed well coming off the bench, I think. Also, Real Madrid giving the ball away. This might be a penalty here. The referee might call it. He has not decided to call one, which is great. Thank you, referee. You've been busy with work. No problem, Issa. No problem. Understandable, highly. There's going to be a call for a foul here by Torre. I don't think he's getting it. Let's have a look at the possible penalty. Yeah, that's not a penalty. It's a slip on the ball there by Leto. He just stands on the ball. Militao using his body strength to win that challenge. And then, yeah, there's sort of a fumble there, actually, by Real. So Torre actually does win the foul in the end for the free kick here. Let's not concede, please, immediately. Let's just not do that. Xabi Alonso ball is crazy, by the way. Insane gameplay we're seeing here. You know, coming off the back of the 1-0 after, as well, our goal got denied for no reason. We come back strong, 2-1 already. Halftime winning again. Please don't concede, though, and make myself proven wrong. Thank you, Carreras. Good defense, and that's going to be a corner for Mallorca. So we hopefully don't concede the corner here, like the first goal, so we can maintain our lead going into the half. That would be very optimal. Very, very optimal. Well, would love one more to calm things down. 2-1, still close game. Yeah, we need definitely a 3-1. Before halftime would be very good. But, you know, I would love to see a lot of goals here. I honestly want to punish this team, Mallorca. Just, please. What an insanely bad corner, by the way. Insanely bad. Good job, Mallorca. Thanks for giving us the ball. Well done. Okay. Yeah, that was a bad little take there from, I don't know who took the right-hand side corner for Mallorca, but Vaillant just does not do the best shot as well. Just goes straight over. It's going to be Trent now. Make sure to smash like if Real Madrid's going to win this game as well, guys. W's. Trent to Militao. Hoynson. I really thought Hoynson scored before, but I guess he didn't. I guess he assisted Arda Güler. This is now VINI. VINI's actually popping off in the game so far, which is great because, you know, VINI on form is pretty unstoppable, I got to say. Also, the link up between VINI and Mbappe seems to be very, very good this season so far. Don't want to jinx things, but it is looking better than last season. I think that's just because they've played with each other for now a whole season. They know how each other plays. I know they're friends off the pitch too. They are friends off the pitch, so it's definitely not like they are trying to compete with each other. And even if they are, it's probably just friendly competition that friends do. And VINI to Mbappe. Mbappe now to Trent. Takes the shot just wide. Very close for Trent to get his first goal for the Los Blancos, but no, unlucky. Unlucky there. Yeah, it was a good shot by Trent. It just goes scraping past the post. Again, Trent this game, absolutely fire. Hopefully he stays like this more. Maybe he's going to get called up to the England squad now in the next qualifiers, and Thomas Tuchel's going to apologize to him because he really actually is locking in ever since he saw that. At least that's what I'm assuming. He's suddenly changed to becoming good after dropping 2 absolute stinker performances before. Yeah, that was so close. VINI now pushing upfield. Passing to Arda Güler. Now VINI through to Arda Güler. There's a cross back and maybe Mbappe, and it just goes wide. How do we not get that one? Oh my god, it could be 3-1. It could have been 3-1. Mbappe's so unlucky. Got his goal denied. He needs to get a goal back. Please, Kylian. Yeah, nice little cutback from Arda, by the way. And then, how does Mbappe miss? He should have hit it with his right foot. I think he hits it with his left foot, right? Yeah, he should have gone far post. He should have gone far post, not near. But that was not a good decision-making skill from Mbappe. Far post would be optimum. I mean, you know, it's in the moment. We always say, like, it's not the good decision-making, but again, it's in the moment. You know, these guys aren't thinking that. They're just going to think, I'm right in front of the goal with the ball. I'm going to just shoot. You know, to think about that would take too much time. It's just better to shoot and pray. Carreras. Yeah, even the second chance. Yeah, I know. It's just, we're so close to getting a 3-1 here. VINI. Almost skills past to get, you know, that second cut off. And it is going to be a goal kick here for Mallorca. VINI is doing great this game. 2 goals in the league so far as well. I do think it's going to be a competition between VINI, Lewandowski, Rafinha, and Mbappe for the Golden Boot this season. I do think that's going to be the case. And we're just seeing, yeah, Dean Hoynson assisted that lovely little header play from Real. Of course, receiving the cross. Hoynson headers it over to Arda, and then Arda headers it in. It was brilliant for that, first goal to equalize, and then the second goal from VINI is insanely good. Like, just the way he really is just playing by himself, basically, on the field there. It's going to be a free kick here for Mallorca. Don't even know how they got a free kick there. Ref's probably fuming inside. He's, probably mad that they're somehow behind here, Mallorca. And this is now going to be Leto. Over to Torre. Now back to Kumbula. Now it's going to be Roman. Roman trying to get rid of it. That was very dangerous. This could be a goal. My goodness, please. Please, why did you not control? I don't know who was that. I don't know who didn't control that one. I don't know if it was Mbappe, VINI, or someone there. They really should have controlled that chance there, because that was the third goal on a silver platter, because Roman just passes it to us, but they insta-shoot there. Don't think it was expected. See how they're so far opened up as well now? They're literally not playing park the bus at all. There's the third. There it is. Mbappe scores. See how they're not playing park the bus anymore, this team. This is such an open game now. This could be an absolute thrashing. Insane thrashing this game. I can already predict it. 3-1. The referee is pausing stuff. I don't know why. Of course he is. He's calling offside. Absolutely not, referee. Not trying to let Mbappe score, are you? Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, that's offside. Okay, that's offside. I'm going to remove that goal. That is offside. Nothing Mbappe could do about it. I mean, he's got 2 goals denied. Disallowed again. It's a joke, I know. Unfortunately, that one was offside. The first one wasn't. This one was offside. Just by a fraction again. I feel like we have performed really good. From 1 goal down to 2-1. They said offside. Yeah. We've performed really well coming off the back of that. We've suddenly got momentum in this game. Just went for some minutes, and then 3-1. Yeah, I mean, back to 2-1, but yeah, I mean, Real Madrid locking in after that goal conceded. And see how they're not playing park the bus anymore? This team's actually playing back to a normal formation. They're playing, attacking. They've got 2 guys sitting at the back. Before they had, if I remember, like 8 guys at the back there. What happened to that, Mallorca? Why are you suddenly, changing what you were playing before? They really should play park the bus if they want. Is the referee drunk? No offense. I mean, I don't know what this guy's doing, to be honest. That ref's made so far the worst decisions I've seen in my life in this game. Actually, I've seen worse, but he's definitely up there in top 5. Not a single replay. Yeah, they don't do that as well. For the goals that are not offside, but they call offside, they don't replay those ones, That's not a thing they do. Because, yeah, it's when you see that happening, it's suspicious. It is. VINI. And tries to cut in. It does bounce off to Arda Güler. It's now going to be with Carreras. Passing into Arda. Good pass by Mbappe. Arda Güler getting into the box. He takes an amazing shot. Oh, my goodness. Arda Güler going insane here. It's a corner now. It's another corner here. Let's have a look at that shot from Arda Güler. What a rocket. Great shot by him. He's so unlucky that he didn't get that one in there, because he's been on fire so far this game. Already got a goal. Of course, it was more of a tap-in than a goal, but, he's really been setting up everything, because they know they are cheating. That's why no replay. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Bad pass there from, I don't know who did that bad pass to try and find Arda Güler. I think it was VINI. But yeah, that is VINI's first mistake of the game. Doesn't really matter. It's 2-1. It's 2-1, almost 3-1. Look alive. Look alive. Good control by Dean Huijsen. Just clears it away. And now Militao does clean up the rest. Back to Courtois. Courtois now over to Trent. Trent is playing more defensively this game as well. He is playing, deep. I like to see that as well, because I remember in the Club World Cup, he was coming very, very far into the field. He was going into the CM position, basically, which isn't great. We need a right back, not a centre mid. Otherwise, we would have signed a centre mid and not a right back centre mid wannabe. But Trent's starting to lock in here. Got the right back slot down. If he plays like this every game, we got a solid right back. They're showing the replay finally for the offside. Very fractional, that is, again. I mean, it's more clear than the other one, but it's very, very fractional. Like, come on. Mastantuono just gives the ball away. I mean, that's not great. That's why I think he needs to get subbed off from at halftime. Rodrigo needs to come on here. I think if Rodrigo comes on, the attack is locked down. Because currently, the worst performing players is actually Mastantuono for on-field players. He's not been performing great in terms of, rating and the eye test. So, yeah, definitely Rodrigo maybe to change some stuff. Rodrigo always adds quality as well. He's a very underrated player. Just showing the goal here from VINI. What a goal, by the way. And now VINI has got the ball here. Mbappe's open. VINI goes for the run instead. He does dive a little bit. The referee is saying no foul. Maybe it's a foul. We have to, again, check, because anything that this ref calls, you have to check. This is now a pass over from Morlanes. Here, let's see. Is this a foul? Yeah, foul. Absolutely a foul. And this is now going to be with Arda, and he takes the shot. And hi, Shadow Play. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Mallorca win a foul instead. Extra time almost over here as well. Interception area, 20% team average for Real Madrid. Mallorca, I think that is. Let's take a look at the stats in terms of, yeah, we really came back. 61% possession. They got 39% possession. Expected goals, 1.35 for us. Them, 0.15. 10 total shots, 5 on target for us. For them, 3 with 1 on target. 2 big chances for us. Them, 0. 1 big chance missed for them. 0 for us. 276 accurate passes, 91% accuracy. 143 accurate passes there for them. 76% accuracy. 8 fouls committed by us, which, half of them aren't even fouls. 1 foul committed by them. Look at that. 1 foul committed by them. Referee. What a guy. 2 corners for us, 3 corners for them. We should have actually had multiple other corners as well, but he, just completely ignored those. The deflections that just went straight off their players. Real Madrid is stronger than Barcelona, the owners of the flag colors. I mean, yeah. Real Madrid, definitely best club in the world. Best club of all time. Real, my favorite club. So, hopefully we can get the dub here as well. They need to change the offside rules. Being offside by a nail or a hair does not make sense. How does that give you an advantage? Exactly. I mean, I get sitting up the field. If a player's sitting up the field and then everyone's just back and just booting it down, that makes sense. But, a centimeter offside, that's not an advantage. 1 centimeter, 10 centimeters. The Mbappe one, the first goal wasn't even offside. Let's be real there. It wasn't even offside. They actually call him that. But yeah, let's stop the timer here because it is halftime. Don't know why I was continuing to play it. But yeah, honestly, great first half. Besides that goal, we came back strong. We got a couple of, shots in there. Got 2 goals. A couple of cancelled goals as well. But in the end, brilliant first half for Real, bouncing back. Shows what we can do when, we actually play for the badge, where everyone's locked into the game. Everyone's, playing well except for Mastantuono. And, everyone is trying their best. So hopefully we continue that into the second half. Hopefully Xabi Alonso can change the tactics a little bit, maybe make the attacking more fluent, get a couple of goals in there. 4-1 was the prediction, of course. But, maybe we can see a 5-1 even. We'll have to wait and see, though. Thank you so much, guys, for this first half. I'm just going to have a little bit of a halftime break here and freshen up, and I'll see you guys in the second half. Wait, I'll just read this comment. I remember when they disallowed Lukaku's goal because his groin was offside. You almost quit watching football after that. I mean, yeah. What a rule VAR is, by the way. What a rule. It really should just be clear. If you remember as well, the Coventry versus United one, I think it was. Coventry versus United. I don't know if it was last season before. When the Coventry players' literal pinky toe was offside by like a centimeter. It's like, what are you in the world is that? That's no advantage. That is not an advantage if your toe is offside by a centimeter. And they took like 5 minutes to look at it too, so they're actually looking for something. So true, but what makes you more angry is that they especially use it against Madrid. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 100%. But yeah, let's stay positive, guys. Let's get the second half locked down. Regardless of what the rules are, regardless of how we play, I mean, it doesn't matter how we play, regardless of how the referee plays. We will still get the dub here because it's all about belief and the team can do it. I know for a fact they can. Best team in the world. Hala Madrid. See you guys in the second half. W's in the chat. Let's go. Also, make sure to leave any questions for me. I'll read them when I get back. But yeah, halftime break. See you guys in the next half. Okay, guys, I'm back. Welcome back, everyone. Just had a nice little drink there, refreshed from the first half. Hopefully, we have a good second half. I think it's gonna be great. We can go over some of the statistics here and stuff. By the way, I'm actually rocking. If anyone's interested, Al Ettifaq jersey. I actually went to their stadium 2 days ago to watch the opening Saudi Pro League game. It was actually very good atmosphere. Tickets were like only $2. And you guys sit right at the front where all the players are. Guys, see Gini, from Liverpool, Wijnaldum. He was there as well as, Jack Hendry as well. So it was a pretty cool experience. And then Fulham's past goalkeeper as well, Rodak was there. But yeah, Hala Madrid, we're going to win this game. And now back on topic. Yeah, it's going to be a dub. I do think 4-1 still is the good score prediction. Originally I said 4-0, but 4-1. 2 goals second half. Mbappe definitely is going to score. I don't think he's not going to score. If Rodrigo comes on, maybe he'll score as well. Because, Rodrigo, I feel like is just that type of game changer. He might get an assist. He'll get a goal contribution somehow, I feel. But he is a game changer, Rodrigo. And, definitely the player to watch if he comes on in the second half. VINI, amazing. I'll tell you about all the players in terms of my opinions on them. So, Mbappe, great in the first half. Unlucky, and the referee, completely hating on him. VINI, it was great in the first half as well. Hope he's going to be great in the second half. He's actually very good. Arda Güler, amazing. Masantuono, bad performance there. I'm sorry, Eminem. You did great last time out, but this time not so much. Tchouaméni was good. He was okay. I think, he's just doing an average performance there. Nothing really special. Valverde was great as well, always setting up chances. I mean, him and Arda Güler are really just that midfield core now, I feel like, for the team. Alvaro Carreras was good again, like Tchouaméni, nothing really special so far in the game. Dean Huijsen is always great. He's always great. There's nothing really, he's never put a good performance in yet. He's always just great. Militao has been great as well, been locking in for the defense. He's been doing a good job. He's definitely had some good crucial moments in defending. Bad position, for the corner. Again, both centre-backs, not really a good position for the corner when we conceded, but is what it is. Trent, outstanding player of the match so far for me. Trent has been putting in an absolute shift. Unlucky he hasn't got a goal contribution yet, but he really has, set up, basically, he set up the offside goals. He set up, he got a shot off himself, just went wide, scraped the post. He also set up a bunch of other goals for the other players on the team, not just Mbappe. So, yeah, really, Trent has been outstanding. And as a Madrid fan, you expect Madrid to win La Liga because of their super team and at least a UCL final. Yeah, I mean, that's expected for any fan, of Real. Definitely La Liga win would be great. UCL, I expect us at least to get to the semis. We've got unlucky in the group draw. Of course, Barca's got a very easy group draw, so, I mean, who would have thought? But, yeah, we got unlucky group draw with Liverpool, Man City. Of course, we get Man City, 5th season in a row. But, yeah, definitely, I think we can take down City. City lost to Tottenham. I mean, we should be beating them if City lost to Tottenham. And then Liverpool's going to be a bit of a challenge, a bit of a tough nut to crack, but I do think it's going to be possible. Who else did we get? I'm going to quickly search it up. Who did we get for the Champions League? We got Marseille. So Marseille, I think, is going to be a W there. No loss intended there. Juventus is going to actually be, I think, a little bit of a challenge. Juventus definitely strengthened their squad. They're going to be kind of hard. Olympiacos is going to be an easy one. I think City, again, kind of hard. Liverpool, kind of hard. Then we got Monaco. I think they're going to be actually pretty hard. Pogba. They also got Ansu Fati as well. But Pogba, he's going to hard carry Monaco there. And Benfica is also going to be a bit of a challenge. Because Benfica is actually pretty decent. But yeah, I do think we can get, at least the top 8. Maybe top 5. I don't know. Hopefully we can get top 5. I don't want to have to do that stupid round of 16, the pre-round of 16 thing, the qualifiers to the round of 16. Because to be honest, they're a little bit of a pain because really, you're doing extra games. You don't want to do extra games. And congratulations to you. You succeed in making cutscenes. Yeah, well done, Shadow Plays. W's. Well done making a cutscene. Let's go. I would love to play your game, by the way, as well. I read your comments, and yeah, I'd love to play it. So whenever it's available, hit me up on Discord, send the game over, and I'll try it. Or send where I can find the game or something. Is halftime almost over? It is over in a minute, 1 minute, because the players are coming out of the tunnel now. So, unless the referee delays some stuff, it should be 1 minute. Mbappe just laughing here with Courtois. They're saying something. Mbappe's saying, I think he's talking about the header. Yeah, I think he's talking about the header there because he goes and does the header action there. I think he's telling Courtois it's not his fault because really it isn't. And then, look at this brotherhood. Look at this brotherhood here with Real Madrid. Everyone just patting each other like on the chest. Like, this is what a team is, Everyone patting each other on the chest. They're all high-fiving each other, all smiles and laughs coming out of the area here, the tunnel. I mean, it really is a brotherhood that this team is. And Mastantuono somehow has convinced the manager to stay on for the next half. What the heck is that decision? Okay, Xabi Alonso. Okay, well, I'll give you trust. But that is kind of a weird decision there. I would have expected Rodrigo to come on there. What has Rodrigo done to, make Real hate him so much? I mean, really, he's been doing such a number that I don't understand it. I don't. Did I see UEFA is experimenting with early games for Champions League? We might get games early afternoon. Yeah, I'll be so happy if we get early afternoon games because, I won't have to watch the games at, last season when I wasn't streaming them, but I was, still watching them. I watched all the Champions League games last season. I was watching them at 12 a.m. my time, 1 a.m. some of them as well, 11 p.m., 12, 1. It's not great. Hopefully we can get, a 5 p.m. game, a 6 p.m. game. It would be really good because then I can actually stream it with a little bit more energy, and not just, hey guys, and we're watching the Champions League, Real Madrid, Madrid, we are a family. No one is an outsider. Exactly, no, everyone's welcome in the family. No matter who you are, no one is welcome. No one is not welcome in the family. That's what I should say. I was going to say no one's welcome in the family. Or what? This is going to be Carreras over to VINI. That's how you can tell I'm tired when I'm mixing up my words. Although this is the first year learning, development, and you're starting to succeed. Thank you for being by your side. No problem, Shadowplay. I used to develop games myself a little bit. I used to do a couple of years back. I did for like 4 years. It was a real passion of mine. I've got all this stuff that I want to try and achieve with it still. But yeah, it's just about when I can find time, I start it. And that's something I strive to do in the future. And I'm happy that I've got, someone else like you that's developing your own games. That really is amazing to know about, And I don't know how the players will take it if they have to play a semi at 3 p.m. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're going to be the most happy, some of these players, about it, especially the heat in certain places where, the matches might take place. But I do think that, it's going to be good for some of the viewers. I'm just going to say that right now, but we have to think of the players too. I wouldn't mind streaming them 1 a.m., but, it's just going to be, a little bit more challenging for me to actually get sleep. VINI, pacing up on the left wing. He's going to pass back to Carreras, especially since I'm doing some courses as well. So now with Valverde, Vinicius just passing off, trying to win a corner, and he doesn't win a corner. He doesn't. Could see Vinny's underwear there. For some reason, his pants went all the way up. And, yeah, he doesn't... Does he actually win a corner? I don't even know if he won a corner or not there. I mean, it kind of looked like he did, but, I'm sure the referee wasn't going to call it regardless. And there's a quick little sprint onto that ball by... who is that? I don't know who gave that ball to the striker there. I think that was Lato to Moriki, but it's a good ball. Intercepted, though, and it goes out. It's going to be a Real Madrid throw-in. Courtois receives the throw, passes to Carreras. Now Vinicius. No changes from the first half of both teams, by the way. Only downfall as a fan, you might have to leave work earlier, similar to here in the US when they have playoff games at 5 p.m. Yeah, that's a bit of a downfall as well. Yeah, for sure. Because especially the older fans when they're going into the stadium, you're gonna have to commit. So if you want to actually watch the game, you're gonna have to real commit to go to them, and that could really hinder attendance. So maybe they will do it, and they have to find the optimum time. They have to find the balance. They do have to. Because football's growing. It's actually becoming, I think, more popular globally now than ever. It really is starting to prosper everywhere, and that's something you love to see with this, magnificent game. It's such a good sport, and hopefully we see more developments in it every year, every week, every month. Carreras now to VINI. Tomorrow you're going to start at an academy team. Please pray for you to at least get a brace. Yeah. Hopefully you get a brace there. Alexa, I'm going to put all my thoughts for you. Hopefully you get a brace and you can get, maybe a hat-trick. I mean, a hat-trick will be goated, But yeah, I'm sure you'll do well. I'm sure you're going to do well, Alexa. All my thoughts for you. And let me know how it goes too. Even if it's not great, let me know. If it's great, let me know, because we're always by your side here. I'm always here for you guys. This is now going to be with Morlanes. Now to Darder. Now to Torre. Back to Lato. And Trent intercepts well. Don't know why he did a little spin there. Trent's kind of strange. You're not a ballerina. It's now intercepted by Railo Kumbula. Yeah, exactly. Game-winning goal, hat-trick would be insane, Game-winning goal especially. I think a game-winning goal is better than a brace, because you've won the game for your team. You are like that guy, Like a brace is great, but game-winning goal just feels different. Or a hat-trick as well. Hat-trick is great as well, I don't know. You guys can let me know what your favorite type of thing to score is. Like hat-trick, game-winning goal, bicycle kick, What one would you rather score? For me personally, if I was like in the Champions League final, it's 1-1, 90th minute, and then I score. My goodness, that would be the best feeling of all time, bro. The best feeling of all time. You're him. In a World Cup final as well. 1-1, 90th minute, it's about to go to extra time, and you just score. Like, wow. And that's a deep shot by Mbappe, is deflected away. And no problem, Alexa, of course, always here for you, as I said before. And everyone here is, here for you too. It's now going to be with Torre. Leto. Now Torre again. Morlanes. Now with interception by, I think Mastantuono intercepted that. Yeah, but it just gives it away again. Sub off Mastantuono, please. Please sub him off. He's not doing a good job. He really isn't. I also need to ban this Twitch bot as well. Thank you, Twitch bot, for trying to scam me. Just sub off Mastantuono. He's not performing. And hi, Ali Usman. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Come on, Rodrigo, please, come on. I think this is going to be a corner for Mallorca. Football will take over the world in a good way. The most loved game in the world. Exactly is the most loved game in the world. And that's good to hear you're doing good, Ali. Yeah, it's brilliant. Do you support Real Madrid? Do you support Real Madrid? Because here, of course, I support Real Madrid. I don't actually have the current Real Madrid kit. That's why I'm not wearing any kit. I'm just wearing, this top I bought yesterday from Ettifaq Stadium, or the day before, sorry. But yeah, I will get the new kit for Real. I got last year's, and I also got year before and year before's, and I got some retro ones, but, this year's will be pretty cool to get. Same with Al Nassr. I'll get, all of their kits. And where am I from? I'm originally from Australia. Lived in Saudi now, though, about half my life, basically a little bit more. So, especially since I'm older now, I do kind of consider this my main home, But, of course, the Australian accent sort of sticks with you, doesn't it? It's going to be now Ardagula, Mbappe. Now over to Carreras. Vini's open. Vini receives the pass. Now back to Ardagula. Carreras. Cross in and catch from Roman. And yes, nice to meet you too, Ali. Nice to meet you too. W's everyone in the chat, you know. This is going to be Kumbula. Deep pass into Morlanes. And now it's going to be back with Kumbula now to Raylo. And Raylo has the option of More and Dada. He passes to Dada. More now receiving on the right wing. He is very overlapping More. Deep cross trying to find Moriki, but it is cleaned up by Militao. Carreras then gives it back to them. And now it's going to be back in the deep left section for Mallorca. And Lato kicks it out. It's going to be a throw-in. You're still sticking with your scoreline 4-1 or even 5-1 if we play good attacking football. Yeah, I think 4-1 is going to be the score. I do actually, you know, believe in that. Showing some Mallorca players warming up here. Number 29 they're focusing on specifically. I don't know if he's anything special. Virgili, he doesn't have an icon on FootMob. Maybe he's, you know, new young player. Let's check how old he is. He's 19, born in 2006. That's 1 year before I was born. That's great to know that there's 19-year-olds and, you know, people... Has anyone seen Max Dowman, by the way? How's that guy 15? Like, he first of all doesn't even look 15, but genuinely insane at playing games, you know? That guy is crazy for Arsenal. Really good talent. Masantuono might take the shot here. Good skill. Just saved by the keeper, and there's a little bit of deflection. It's a goal. It's a goal for Real. There's the third. Don't know what happened there. Arda Güler gets it. It kind of hits off his head back to the keeper. Then he just taps it in there. Masantuono, well done. First good play of the whole game for you. That really was, you know, a good skill. Slits it to the right. Takes a shot. Unlucky doesn't go in. The keeper does a good save. Bounces back to Arda Güler's face, which he hits it off by accident towards the keeper. Parry back to him and then tap in. So Arda Güler, 2 goals so far in this game. Both of them pretty easy to finish. I mean, they're set up pretty well by the teammates, both of these goals. Good initial pass by Arda actually to set up the whole goal there as well. Yeah, so there's a little bit of deflection, then he just finishes nice and easy. 3-1. 4-1, we're inching towards it. We are inching towards a 4-1. Now you said 4-1. Now I was agreeing with it, and then you said 5-1 in the comment. I was like, maybe 4-1 just because, you know, they're going to defend. 5-1. Looks like it's going to be 5-1. Oh, my goodness. We actually are starting to really push here for a lot of goals. I love that. We're getting back into the game, you know. We need to boost that goal difference now. Once the win's secured, you boost the goal difference. That's how it plays out. Güler, a future Madrid legend? Yeah, I do think so. Really underutilized by Don Carlo. Now he starts every game. He is like a key player. Arda Güler is actually insane, by the way. He really is, you know, the perfect replacement for Modric. They are checking the goal here to see if it's offside. Oh, they're checking for handball. They're checking for handball. I don't think it's... Nah, that's not handball. This ref really trying to deny everything from us, by the way. Is this another disallowed goal? I don't even know. Probably. You know, this ref denying everything. Go on, referee. Just disallow it. I know you're going to. He's going to disallow it. I guarantee it. Oh, my God. This guy is an insane ref, by the way. What an absolute just... Oh, my God, bro. What is this referee? Please, it's literally... He's done this. That's not a handball. His arms are on his body. Is it disallowed? He's checking the monitor. He's actually checking the monitor. Is he? He's checking the monitor, bro. What the heck? What do you guys... Is this a handball, guys? I don't know what you're thinking. He stopped. He's not checking the monitor anymore. What the heck are you doing? Check the monitor or not? I don't know what this guy's doing. It's kind of weird. I mean, our player's getting a break here. Oh, my God. It shouldn't be disallowed. I'm going to be real honest here. He's got his hands on his body. You know, he's not moving them around. He's not parrying it to his body, you know, to his legs. He's not parrying that. He's not pushing it towards the goal. He's doing this. Like, what are you supposed to do there? His hand's already on his body. He can't, you know, what's different about that than it touching your chest? Nothing's different. It's not changing the trajectory of the ball. It went straight ahead. Okay, let's take a look here on the monitor view. Don't know what you guys think. Do you think this is disallowed, guys? I don't think so. Think they should loan out Gonzalo Garcia and keep Endrick as a super sub. Guys, I told you the referee's literally blind and drunk, as I say again on no offense. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this ref is insane, bro. Checking this. What an absolute joke of a referee. He's going to disallow it. I'm already prepared to take I'm removing the goal. I'm already prepared for it. He's disallowing it. I agree with you as well. Gonzalo Garcia. I think the opposite, though. I think loan out Endrick and keep Gonzalo Garcia as a super sub. I think Endrick will do better if he plays as a starting player for a team, scores a bunch of goals, gets his reputation built up, then comes back as the starting striker, you know? Especially if we sort out the Rodrigo situation, if he's staying or not. Looks like the goal's going to be disallowed here. Yeah, goal's going to be disallowed. Ardagula's complaining. Is it? Yeah, no goal. Ref's insane. This referee is the worst ref of all time, bro. The worst. What's this guy's name? Let's take a look at this guy's name. His name is Jose Maria Sanchez Martinez. That's his name here. Let's take a look at some of the background for this guy. Okay. He's a FIFA referee and ranked as a UEFA elite category referee. He should be relegated to the bronze. You know, if referees had cards, you know, bronze, silver, gold cards from FC, give that guy the bronze card. Give him actually the bronze common card, you know. But lower than that, he shouldn't even have a card. This guy shouldn't even have a referee card. I don't know I don't know if there's anything controversial about this guy. Personal life. He's born in Murcia. I don't know where that is. I don't know if it's close to Mallorca or something. Or, you know, another team. I don't know. It just seems really strange. And Mallorca trying to press up the field here. Hopefully we can defend this. They are doing a good job to, you know, come off these sort of chances where Real Madrid's goal has been disallowed and then they start pushing a lot. He's one of the refs investigated for Negreira, and remember he red carded VINI for complaining against Yes, I do remember that. Okay, yeah, that ref. Okay. Because I knew I saw this full before. I swear they just almost scored there. Oh my goodness, how'd they miss that one? Mallorca could have been 2-2. Shouldn't even be close. It should be 4-1 at this point. Insane that you know, this is happening. Referee should never be allowed to ref a Real Madrid game again. See your point, and if the ref is serious, you're telling you Madrid fans, we remember the ref who was helping Barca win the league. Yeah, I mean, especially during the incidents from, you know, if you remember the case files from ages ago, back in, you know, those early days of, you know, before CR7 came to the league, and then when he started coming to the league as well. Definitely there was a lot of misplay there back when I was like a small child and I didn't really watch too much. Why was the goal disallowed? Because the referee's rigged, AR. And welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah, this referee is insanely against us. He's not even hiding it really as well. There's a shot, another goal, and caught by Roman there. So close for a Valverde goal, but unfortunate. That we couldn't see that one through. Hoyinson did a good job. A little deflection there. He actually might have scored Hoyinson if there wasn't a deflection. And then Valverde just missing. Was there a handball? No. No. Hand on chest. Called a handball. Yeah. But the other goal, like one of the goals disallowed for offside was offside. But the first goal that was disallowed by Mbappe, my goodness, that was the most onside goal I've seen. And they called offside for it. But yeah, I mean, you know, still winning. Still winning. No matter what happens, you know, no matter what the decisions are, we still win. Why? Because we are the best club in the world. Hala Madrid. Yeah, trash referee, exactly. This is now going to be Kumbula. Through ball, finding, I think there's Mariki. He might go for the touch. Tchouameni does a nice little slide tackle. It's now going to be out with Torre. Cross, and it's going to be a corner for Mallorca. Good defense from Trent. possible injury here as well from Josef. He might dive in the box here and, waste a little bit of time. Or might be subbed off, actually. Samu might be coming on here, it looks like, for a player. I don't think Josef is coming off. Yeah, so it looks like Torre is coming off here, their best player. Surprised Torre is actually coming off here. I would think he would play the full game, but yeah, Samu's replacing him. Torre's been, the best player in their team. Games like this make you want to stop watching La Liga. I know, it really is. It's one of these types of games. There was a few of those last season as well where really, it was so frustrating. Good deflection there from Dean Hoyinson to, stop that little header from going in. Ardagula pressing up the field. And he is fouled in the face there. That should be a free kick. It's literally pushed in the face. Did the ball struck Arda's right hand as well? I don't really know. I mean, my view is kind of, very slippery here. Sorry, not slippery. Very blurry here. Supposedly there's a foul on Ardagula, by the way. Yeah, clear foul. Literally backhanded in the face there, by the way. But yeah, supposedly there was a handball. I don't think there was. I really don't, because the referee's been atrocious this game, and he's been lying a ton, so it's hard to tell. Welcome, Sherry, to stream as well. I hope you're doing good. The only thing left is for the ref to wear a Barca shirt in the match. Yeah, he needs to start putting it on. La Liga has the worst refs. Yeah, I mean, it's up there with Prem. Prem in La Liga and Saudi League all have, the same amount there. They were actually going to call that. There is no way as well. They're just showing a replay here of Carreras possibly handballing the ball in the box for a pen. Yeah, it's not a handball if it's by his fault. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Carreras just pulled off the biggest save I've seen in my life there. On the line clearance. What a ball clearance there by Carreras. I mean, he doesn't get away too far, but he's literally saved a Real right there. And yeah, I saw your previous comment. La Liga is becoming trash due to this rule and the referees. Yeah, exactly. The referees make the league not great. Same with Prem and some of their players. But I'm sorry, refs. But my goodness, Carreras making me not able to speak here. What a clearance! Literally choking on my words. Prem is better than this. Yeah, I mean Prem's refs are better, but they've still got two of the worst refs I've seen in my life. Anthony Taylor, Michael Oliver, the Hall of Famers of being atrocious. Mastantuono coming off. Brahim coming. Rodrigo, please. Xabi Alonso, please. Just bring Rodrigo on. Please bring Rodrigo on. He's warming up. They keep showing him on the camera every time something happens. Like, come on. Rodrigo deserves it. He's a game changer. La Liga is going one side. Barca side taking like the first match. Yeah, I know. That first match was kind of strange with some of their decisions in that one. I don't like to complain about stuff too much, but it was a little bit weird. I try and keep the complaints to myself. But you guys know what I'm actually thinking, This is going to be Kumbula. Now over to Lato. Now to Morlanes. And it's going to try and just... They're slowing down the game here, Mallorca. They need to. Because, really, they need to control the tempo. It's getting kind of out of hand here, especially with the amount of attacks. They've been lucky that those goals were denied by that ref on their favoured side. Mbappe giving the worst passing of my life. What the heck? But he did a good run there. He did a nice couple of step overs, but yeah, the passing wasn't great. Again, Trent's been still doing those this whole game, and he's been much better at it. But when Mbappe attempts it, you can clearly see, there's a difference in the play. Yellow card coming out for one of Real's players, Dean Hoyinson getting it. And they should either sell or make him play Rodrigo. Yeah, I do think it's, definitely, I feel like Rodrigo needs to get some game time. He needs to play as a starter for the World Cup season. That is definitely a must for him. They're just showing here, by the way, the Carreras off the line clearance again. Insane. I understand why they signed Carreras as usual. Wrong spelling. I mean, it doesn't matter about the spelling, but yeah, you can understand that for sure because this guy is absolutely cracked. Same with Hoyinson. Honestly, two great signings, really. He used to play for us as well back in the day before he went to Benfica, I think it was. Missing Jude, yeah. Jude is definitely, his presence is missing in this match. I would play, honestly, Valverde, Gula, Jude in the match. Maybe see how that goes. Or then maybe not play Mastantuono as a starter and play Jude instead in the cam and Gula on the right wing. That could be a possibility for a starting, attack. Did I see the Man United match today? Yes, I did. What a crazy match that was, by the way. Honestly, need a new goalkeeper, Man U. They need a goalkeeper. They also need a midfielder and goalkeeper. They invest in the attack. The attack's fine. The attack is fine. Cunha, selling Højlund, selling Garnacho. Good choices to get rid of those guys. They aren't really trying. Colby trying to leave. Surprised by that because I actually really like Colby Mainu. I think he really does do a good job in the most crucial moments. Did I stream it? No, I was at my football training. But it happened just before my football training, actually, should I say. But I was already there in the parking lot, and I just watched it by myself. But yeah, honestly, good game. Crucial pen at the end by Bruno. Good pen. Yeah, my training was actually very long today. That's why I didn't do a game. I didn't do anything before the training. I just doing this one today. And then I got to do that stupid bottle flip thing tomorrow. If the bottle flips are going on during the Liverpool-Arsenal game, I'm just going to watch it anyway while we do it. While we do the bottle flips, I'll just put the Arsenal-Liverpool game on, and I'll go and commentate that during it. So, if you want to watch that game with me, just join into the bottle flip stream at the time, and I will be, talking about it as I'm doing them. Like Amarin, bro, you bought Sesko, you were not bringing him in, but when you bring him, he doesn't pass. Yeah, I know. Or he doesn't get past, are you saying? Because, yeah, definitely I'm surprised Sesko isn't a starting player. It really is kind of weird. I would play him, honestly, as a starter. Just showing the offside here. Yeah, that's a mile offside. So that one's a slow call there for the referee. Still lets him take his shot off, but ours is insta-call. Rodrigo coming on. Thank goodness. Come on, Rodrigo. You're actually cracked. So let's get, some gameplay going on here. Feel bad for Rodrigo. You think they should not sell him, but loan him because he is not getting game time. Xavi doesn't remember Man City versus Real Madrid. Rodrigo, the hero. Exactly. Hopefully in Champions League, he will play a lot. What a shot, by the way. Who cracked that one? Was that Valverde? I don't know. Can't really see it that well. Little chip and straight out. Yeah, I think that was... Oh, it was Brahim. Brahim, what a crack. CR7 made us a fan of a dead club. I mean, they had fans already. It's just that they didn't have international attention. But definitely CR7, yeah, really promoted Al Nassr there. I didn't know about them before he actually joined because, of course, I was living here. But, yeah, there's also a couple of players coming on here. So it will be Rodrigo appearing. It will be Dani Ceballos appearing. And it will be Dani Carvajal appearing. So it looks like that... Trent's coming off, Arda Güler's coming off, and Vinicius coming off. So, interesting that we're summing off our three best players of the game so far. Good choice there, Xavi. Let's see how it plays out, Let's see if the other players can perform. And I'm not being sarcastic, actually. I think it's a good choice. So we can actually see, who here can perform, preserve these guys' form into the next game, not get them injured. I heard Ceballos was going to join, was it Marseille, I think? That the deal collapsed. I heard that. Please get rid of Ceballos, please. And buy maybe another midfielder who, is a bit more reliable in the subs. Maybe a centre-back sub or something, because currently we don't really have one besides, Rudiger. But yeah, I think Ceballos better to go to another club. I think his time's up. And hi, Kingsley Friday. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Man U has a huge fan base, but many people like me support Man U, and it's going to be Skeleton that wants the best human. Yeah, I mean, definitely. When you support Man U, it's a wild ride, for sure. It is. It definitely is one where you go and watch their games, and you either expect greatness, you expect insanity, or you have a dead game at your hands. And chance possibly from Mbappe maybe to score, and is cleared down the field. Dean Huynsson does clean that up nice and easy. And it's back now with Raylo in the defense for Mallorca. Now with Leto. Leto gives a deep pass. That was a good pass to, I think, Josef. And now it's going to be out with Moray. Moray back into the midfield. Morlanes now with the ball. Now over to Josef. Moray. Morlanes. You have changed again. 3-1 or 4-1. I mean, sure. VINI out. Nah, VINI's been... He was so good in this game. VINI out. Josephine, I mean... Like, you know, he wasn't great in the previous games, but this game and the last game, he was good. Yeah, there was no doubt about it. He was actually good. So, I mean, I can understand from before, but definitely give VINI some time. Maybe he'll start, you know, performing well. There's a dive from Mbappe, by the way. Mbappe getting so unlucky in this game. I actually feel sorry for him. Really is unlucky. And like one of your brothers support Man U time when CR7 hadn't joined, but Man U reign was going. But now they cry. Thank goodness you have Real Madrid to give happiness. Yeah, thank goodness. Ceballos turned down the Masai deal after agreeing due to wanting to go to Betis. Florentino was annoyed as he felt like it made him look bad with the president of Marseille. Yeah, I understand that for sure. Because personally, I just want him out of the club, you know. So, you know, please just agree to a deal. And I don't know if Betis actually want him. Like, I don't know if that was the case because I didn't hear any rumors about him being wanted by Betis. Marseille wanted him. So just join the club. You know, Ceballos, give us money so we can actually buy a centre mid that's, you know, good on the sub bench. By the way, Mourinho got sacked and have a high chance Mourinho can join Man U if they face a few more losses. I don't think Amorim's leaving this season. I'm going to say that right now. Amorim it's not a good choice to kick him out. I don't think it's a good choice to bring Mourinho back. Keep Amorim in. It's not his fault. It is this terrible pieces of sticks that he's got on the field there. He doesn't have a goalkeeper. I mean, he's got Bayendier and Anana, both absolutely terrible. Tom Heaton should just start, you know. I mean, just try it. Go with the flow there. Possible corner goal there for Real, but is missed. It's now with Rodrigo. Maybe goes for a dud cross. He now passes over to Mbappe. Mbappe kind of on the same wavelengths. There's a little bit of a header. And just missing out is going to be a goal kick for Mallorca. I think Mourinho is good for Man U these days. You think so? I mean, you know, I think I think the problem is just switching managers all the time isn't the best solution. What I do think, Mourinho to Portugal national team, that would be cool. Portugal national team, Mourinho, you know, that would honestly be a good choice because I feel like that, you know, he can talk with the players. He's friends with Ronaldo. He's friends with some of these other guys, Bruno. He's Portuguese as well himself, so he'd be playing for passion as well as a manager. So definitely that would be a good choice for him. But, you know, Mourinho to Man U, yeah, it's definitely an understandable option as well. Feel like VINI will make a huge comeback this season. Yes, I agree with you, Alexa. I do think that VINI is going to be good this season. I can already see it so far. I can see it so far that, you know, VINI, he's been performing. He's the best player on the field besides Trent and Arda Güler. Of course, all three were subbed off, but they were the best three on the field. And last game, he was insanely good as well. He contributed when he came on. He really did a good job, VINI. So, yeah, props to VINI. He is, you know, starting to slide back into the flow. You know, it wasn't great before. He really wasn't. Before the Club World Cup, he was insanely bad. The Club World Cup, he started to get a little bit better. And then now he's starting to get back into what we used to know and love about VINI, you know. Yeah, same here. Mourinho to Portugal. Yeah, Mourinho will never go back to Man U after what they did to him. Yeah, I mean, that's why I was saying as well, you know, it's not the best idea to sack the manager and bring someone back in the first place. But second of all, the fact that, you know, Amorim he had to deal with Ten Hag's team last season. I mean, Ten Hag's absolutely atrocious of a manager. You see what he's doing to Leverkusen now, more like relegation Leverkusen, the way they're going with it. But yeah, definitely as well, you know, once he gets rid of the Ten Hag era players, which he's doing, he's getting rid of them, signing actually, you know, a midfielder, an actual competent goalkeeper that can use their hands, you know, and not just, you know, a puppet in the goals. It will be a good time for Man U, I feel. And getting a couple of players that actually play for the badge. They don't just play to get the paycheck, you know. You think Man U team is changing because of Amorim? If he got sacked, then the next manager's tactics will not match. Yeah, exactly. The tactics don't, that's why the worst thing is to keep changing. If you keep changing, you're not going to be able to implement the tactics. The best example I have is Arteta. He came in 8 years ago. He might not have won anything, really. He won one FA Cup. But it doesn't matter because look at the team now. Compare that to 8 years ago. Look at the team now. It's an actual masterpiece of a team. They might not win anything still, but, their team's actually insanely good, which is the good thing. They built something. That's Man U's problem. They never stick to one manager. Exactly. Leverkusen will win Bundesliga. No worry. Best manager is there for them. Yeah, Ten Hag, he's got a number to do. He hasn't really won a game yet. 3-4-3 is not good enough. Amorim should change it. Yeah, that is something I do agree with you, Josephine, there. That Amorim's tactics don't fit the style of Man U. And they don't fit still some of these players. Now, you can change every player. And then you can put 3-4-3. You buy players that fit that system. But I think sticking to maybe a back line of 4, a classic 4-3-3 formation, I think that would be a good formation for them because, it really allows for the wing backs, also controlling of the defense, and then you push as well upwards with the midfielders sometimes rotating into the attack. I think that would be a better solution to the problem than playing 3-4-3 because the back 3 is very weak defense, especially for their team. Their team needs a good defense. They need to buy a defender. I'm going to be real honest. Start Maguire. Euro's good. They need to buy a quality, centre-back there that's, reaching their prime, though. Not relying on a youngster and Maguire. And problem is, Man U fans, they want the coach gone after 2 seasons. Yeah, they don't have patience. That's their problem. And that's why you have to have patience sometimes. I had trust in, for example, Al Nassr because I watched them. They're my club. I've trusted Al Nassr since the Louis Castro era, to develop a team that can win the league. What do we have now? A team that can possibly win the league. There's patience there, Same with Real. Mbappe in Real. At the start, didn't look great. Patience. Look at this guy now. He's the best player on the team by a landslide. Maybe not so much anymore, but last season, end of season, he was the best player by an absolute long stretch. He definitely was carrying Real at certain games as well. 80th minute, 2-1 as well. Surprised that we haven't got the third. Of course, the denied goals from before, unfortunately, but, is what it is. As long as we get the win here, 3 points is all that matters. Madrid should have won 5-1, but the ref never went to school exactly. The ref is completely, deaf and blind because he literally does not know how to referee a game. No way Nasser will win. Halal team. Oh my goodness, they can come 5th in UCL. Nasser definitely can win. Halal, the thing is, watching the league 4 years, 5 years now, definitely Nasser's team can win. They're buying a midfielder. That's all they need. Then we're done. And we've got a good goalkeeper now as well, too. We had one all along, but we decided to play Bento. Wrong choice there. Nawaf Al-Akidi is the best goalkeeper for us. And, yeah, did I miss any other messages? Just making sure I didn't miss you guys. No, didn't miss. Come on, push forward. Halal will win, no worries. We'll see, Halal's team currently, we're top of the table, 5-goal difference. We absolutely annihilated Tawoon, and usually they come high up in the table as well. Halal won Club World Cup performance. If we were there, we would do good as well, That's the thing. People just saw Halal. They didn't see the rest of the SPL teams. The rest of the SPL teams aren't as bad as people make them out to be, I don't know why Bento played that cup game. Yeah, a terrible decision from the coach. But, one thing I will say is that what I like about Jorge Jesus, he acts. Bento bad, out. You're being sold. There was Otavio, we don't have a controlling midfielder. We need Conte. Otavio swap deal for Conte in the works. I think Conte, we're good if we have Conte, by the way. Who else was it? Wesley, atrocious in the cup. Out. He's not in the games anymore, possibly being sold. Rodrigo to Mbappe, by the way. Now over to Valverde, and that's going to be a corner for Real, 83rd minute. At least we are winning. Exactly. At least we are winning. That's all that matters. That we get the 3 points in this game, you know? Been talking so much off topic, but, you know, I just love talking football with you guys, especially when the game's sort of settled down a little bit. There's not many crazy chances. First half was much more crazy. The referee talking to Rodrigo here. I don't know why he is. He's giving the ball to the referee. Is it a drop ball? We didn't get a corner. We got a drop. Okay, we got a drop ball for some weird reason. We didn't get a corner. Strange. Okay, what the heck? Does anyone know why we got a drop ball right then? No doubt for Mbappe is a star for now. What a player. May Rodrigo leave the team this season? Hopefully not. Rodrigo, I feel like he should, first of all, still be starting in that right-wing place. Because, to be honest, Mastantuono, not a great performance as a starter this game. You know, he was great last game, but this game, not great. I feel like that Rodrigo's quality, he's very clutch. I just feel sorry for him. He needs to start games. So if he's not going to start games, he needs to get loaned or sold so he can, you know, perform in the World Cup for Brazil because I want him to do the best there, of course. But definitely he needs to decide on what he wants. And, you know, with the manager, maybe work out a solution. He does say that Real Madrid's his favorite club, so I'm sure he doesn't really want to leave. It's really going to be down to what happens here. Free kick for Real. Carreras wins it late in the game. Man U player buying management is trash, way more than their coach selection. Like, they have chances to buy Donnarumma, but they are like, who cares? Exactly. I think the goalkeeper they're going for, I think his name's Le Mans or something. Samuel Le Mans, if I'm correct. Someone can correct me on that. I think he's a good choice. I think he's a very good choice because he had the best goalkeeper statistics out of the last season. Donnarumma, I think he's great, but there is a but. He was great for last season. I don't know if he's going to be great this season. It really depends on how he performs. I mean, he could be outstanding this season again. Yeah, he's also too expensive, but the fact is as well, Donnarumma is very, very difficult player because he either has a good game or he has a very bad game. He's actually sort of like Onana in that sense, except a little bit less on the bad game side. But yeah, I definitely think Le Mans, the guy they're buying, is a good choice, very good choice. Young, top stats. Honestly, very, very good selection because he was the best in the Belgian Pro League. I saw some of his highlights. He definitely is good. Mbappe's going to take this free kick, by the way. Because it would be worse if we were complaining and losing at the same time. Yeah, exactly. There are rumors Rodrigo acting up, showing up late for practice and arguing with Zabi. So maybe this is his punishment by Zabi. Yeah, maybe. Mate, he's just annoyed, though. He's annoyed, though, he can't play games. I mean, I understand that. I'll be annoyed, too, if, you know, the coach knows your quality and he's not putting you on. Lemon will not come, and their fans will give lemons to their face, at least better than Onana. I mean, Lemon is good. Like, I think I misread your statement, AR. Are you saying he's bad? Because I'm pretty sure he's very good. Like, his stats were insanely good. They should at least loan him. I feel like he will be a key player for Madrid. Yeah, I do agree with a loan. I do agree with a loan. Why not buy Turkey goalkeeper? He's good too. What's the goalkeeper for Turkey? Wait a second. Turkey. Let me see who the national team goalkeeper is. Squad. Is it not Bayendier, right? It's who is it? Is it Kakir or Senegazer? Wait, who are you referring to, Josephine? Because I'm pretty sure it's Le Mans is very close to happening. Like Fabrizio is basically saying, here we go. Oh, Morocco. Bunu. Oh, you mean Bunu. Because he extended for Halal. Halal's his club now, so, you know, I mean, maybe if they offered, he might join, but he is doing very good numbers at Halal, and, you know, he's crucial to their team and Inzaghi's squad, so I don't know if he would leave, especially since he just renewed the contract too. Yeah, Bunu. Also, almost knocked the Ballon d'Or there. Yeah, he's already in the club, yeah. But, I mean, you know, he could come, but I think he renewed. But, yeah, he's insane. He's insane. He hard carries Halal basically every game for their defense. That's why I'm saying we can win against Halal. Nasser can win against Halal because, you know, we can get past him, I feel like, now. He's the young version of Sommer. Yeah. Yeah, Bruno is cracked. He is actually great, you know. He is great. Absolute W. Not many teams will pay 100 mil for Rodrigo. Yeah, I can understand, you know, loaning him out. Eminem is not going to perform every game. Yeah, exactly. Eminem, I don't think performed this game. He performed last game. He came off the bench, if I remember. He wasn't a starter. Close chance for Mbappe maybe to get a goal. Valverde, and it's now going to be with Dani Ceballos, I think that is, and it goes out. It's going to be a throw-in here for Real. We got about 4 minutes left. Yeah, he will not come. He's a great goalkeeper, yeah. 100%, I agree with you there. Both of you guys, Josephine, AR. But yeah, keep Rodrigo. That's why I hope happens. I hope Rodrigo stays. I hope he starts. If anything, loan Ondrick. Loan Ondrick, right? Because that guy's injury prone currently. We don't need that sort of stuff in the squad. And, you know, wait till he's proven. Militao, possible yellow card here, by the way. What a crazy tackle that was. Yeah, 100%. Yellow card, Militao. He's laughing about it. That was definitely a dangerous challenge there. I mean, he stopped the run, so he did his job technically. Dani Carvajal, no pace. Good play there by number 29 for Mallorca. Of course, that is Virgili, the guy that's only 19 years old, born July 26, 2006. He did a good play. He bridge skilled, made Militao kick his legs instead of his body, instead of the ball there, which was a good play. Carreras, nice little skills. Rodrigo's good investment to you. He's got skills, attitude, and passion. Yeah, I love him too. I agree with you. I really like Rodrigo. He's one of my favorite players on the team, to be honest, along with Mbappe. And a little bit of a dive from Dani Ceballos. I think he did get fouled, and then he sort of just stopped and fell on the ground. Time wasting is, you know, fine. We just need to get the 3 points here. Yeah, there's definitely a foul there on him. Either let him play or sell. No bench. Yeah, I think he needs to start. Especially with Jude injured. I don't get why he's not starting. Definitely could be for the reasons of, you know, the arguments that you're saying about Kazuma. That could be, you know, a reason why. If I could, you'll tell Zabi all the advantages of Rodrigo. Yeah. Rodrigo's got so many advantages, as you know. He's a team player. He's like, he's the biggest team player, I feel like. I'm trying to think of a player to compare him to, but, you know, he is that guy that really is the soul of the team, I feel like. When you think of a Real Madrid player, you think of him because he's, like, got the soul of Real Madrid. Not just by himself, but he contains that feeling, you know. If anyone asks you, you'll say give Mbappe left wing and either Arda or in right wing or buy a right wing and bring a great striker like Haaland. No way anyone's stopping. Yeah. I mean, definitely, I don't get why they never tried VINI out in striker. I don't understand it. Just try him in striker one day, please. And let me know how it goes because, seriously, Mbappe is a left winger. I mean, he's doing good in striker, but he's so much better in left wing. Real Madrid fans already leaving the stadium here. I mean, that's kind of crazy there. 5 minutes remaining still in the game. Guys, we could get a goal here. We're going to win. Don't you want to see the team winning? This is now going to be with Dean Huijsen to Carreras. Now over to Tchouaméni. Carreras again. Zabi's telling the players just to keep playing back. There's no real threat. Good through ball there by Huijsen to Brahim. A little touch there by Ceballos, and it does go misfired. It's now going to be some pressure there on the ball. And Real Madrid win the ball back. Good chance for Rodrigo and Mbappe. Mbappe is going to try and skill in. He does lose the ball. He should have passed off to the left there. Not a good play from Mbappe. This is now going to be with, I think that's Dardo. Okay, still played on by the referee. The referee is not calling anything suddenly. He's really just ignoring all the possible fouls that have been occurring on the field. Interestingly, if someone really had seen Mbappe in left wing, then they'll say the same. No one in this team is better than him in left wing. Exactly. He's young, he's talented, and he's truly ordered to wear the Madrid shirt. Vamos, Rodrigo. Exactly. Vamos, Rodrigo. If you want right wing, just hire Lamine and make Figo Park 2. Yeah. Someone buy Lamine Yamal off of But, I mean, it's never going to happen. He extended his contract by like 10 years or something insane. But, imagine. That would be the craziest twist of events of all time. More crazy than the Figo, I think. Because there's this wonder kid for Barca. He says it's his favorite club, getting the number 10 jersey, and then, suddenly in Real. Lamine is great. Great ball control. Yeah, he's got good ball control, Yamal. He's good. Buy Dembele. Buy Dembele. He can play right wing. Actually, no. You know who they should buy? Olise. Elise is insane. I love that guy. He is one of my favorite players, honestly. Yeah, Yamal's fire. Exactly. Yamal is fire. Definitely up there with a top 5 Ballon d'Or candidate. I personally don't think he should win it, but he's up there in the top 5 candidates, for me, 100%. But, definitely not the winner in my personal opinion. I think it's either, most likely it's going to go Dembele in, what they're going to pick. Who I would pick is Nuno Mendes. I would pick Nuno Mendes as the Ballon d'Or winner. Performed amazing for his country and his club. He was MVP in the national tournament. He was also, so good for his club. Insanely good left back. Mbappe out. Gonzalo Garcia has come on now. Mbappe, good game. Unfortunately, his goals were denied. Unfairly as well. One of them especially. Same opinion on Elise. Yeah, Elise is insane. He is absolutely cracked. That guy is, the regens of right wings, of the past. I feel like he really has that same quality. I feel like where he just seems so chill with the ball. He's not really trying. Iron Rob and regen. That's who I was thinking of for a second there. Valverde. So buy Costa for a goalkeeper as a backup goalkeeper and sell Lunin. Yeah, I mean, a good investment. Costa as a goalkeeper backup would be great as well because Costa is also very quality. Lunin, I think, is great. Yeah, definitely not on the level of quality as Diogo Costa. Definitely, but, we'll have to wait and see what Real's going to do. I don't know if they're going to sell Lunin just because, he's fine with being a backup goalkeeper. I don't think he really cares. But definitely, yeah, Diogo Costa is also great. About 2 minutes left of additional time here. No, Costa should get time because in 2026 World Cup, yeah. Maybe after the World Cup, I don't know. And high flash speed gamer, you are G aspirant. How many hours should you study? I see. Okay, you don't have to spam it, but I see your message. 4 hours? 5 hours? I don't know. Make sure to do breaks in between, like you do 50 minutes, 10-minute break, 50 minutes, 10-minute break, like that. I think that's a good idea. And then you do 4 hours of that. Good luck with your study, by the way. Good luck with it. 6 to 8 hours self-study. I mean, yeah, that's quite a lot as well. I'm assuming this is an addition with, like, university or school or wherever you're going to. I don't know, college or something, or a course. Because, you want to leave some personal time. You don't want to take up your whole day with just doing work, Messi or Ronaldo? CR7. I don't hate Messi, though. Don't hate Messi. So let's just got some random pop-up on my PC there. Kylian didn't play that well. He was unlucky. He didn't play well in the end in terms of, the rest of the second half. But he played well in the first half. He was so unlucky. The first goal shouldn't have been denied. Full time there, by the way. The first goal should not have been denied. Also just realized I didn't play the timer the whole game. Smash like for that when I got brain deficiency and I can't play the timer for the whole game. Good job. You know what? Shh, no one knows this, the whole game happened. It definitely, we watched the whole game, 90 minutes, there we go. Yeah. Costa has saved Portugal a lot of times, but hey, they will probably not buy him, but he is an option. Yeah, he's definitely an option. 3 points collected in the bag there, so we are top of the table, I think, as well. Yeah, top of the table, 9 points as well there, so that's great. Sociedad, our next fixture. Where am I from? I'm from originally Australia, but I have been living in Saudi now about 9 years, half my life. So, I technically count myself also from here because I wasn't living in Australia for as long as I've been living here. I've been living here the most, and I love it here. Really does feel like home, you know? And first of all, study, don't waste time, and bring 75 percentage in boards. Yeah, sure. That is a good idea, AR. Yeah, your previous comment as well. Oh, there's another one. G is joint entrance examination. It's an entrance examination for engineering in top college. Oh, I did not know that. Yeah, I mean, personally, I didn't know that there was a top engineering exam, but, you know, good luck. Anyone that's doing that exam, good luck. I'm assuming you're doing it, Flash Speed Gamer. Hope you succeed at it, and hope anyone else that's doing that or some exams coming into the colleges and stuff does succeed, you know. Brilliant game. Yeah, see you in the next Madrid game, guys, by the way. I'll read the stats quickly. 58% possession for Real, 42 possession for Mallorca, 1.71 expected goals for Real, 0.66 for Mallorca, 17 shots for Real, 7 on target, 9 shots for Mallorca, 5 on target, 2 big chances for us, 1 missed, and Mallorca has 0 big chances. 481 passes, 89% accuracy for us, 302 accurate passes, 79% accuracy for Mallorca, 12 fouls to 7, 4 corners to 5. Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next stream. What's my name? You can just call me DinoDoomz or Dino Flash Speed Gamer. Thanks for asking. Thank you for everyone who did tune into this stream, by the way. Appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are all the best. You're also an aspirants, by the way, it's a medical examination, government medical colleges. Good luck. Good luck with all your exams. Thank you for watching the Real Madrid game with me. W's that we got the win. Hala Madrid. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. Make sure to smash like, smash subscribe. And yeah, we'll be streaming tomorrow, early live. We'll be doing bottle flips. 10 in a row we have to get. We'll also be commentating the Liverpool Arsenal game during the stream if that's still continuing. Fake scoreline, 2-1 Real, scoreline 5-1. Yeah, exactly. You know, it should have been 5-1. Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next one. I'm going to go to sleep now. I'm absolutely tired. Yeah, bye, guys.